Hi everyone, I'm Frida and I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm making this Cloisonne enamel lid decoration for a little tin box. Let's get to it. I had already a copper disc pre-cut, so I started with texturizing it. You can see here Dingo is helping me or stealing my hammer. I'm texturizing the surface of the copper because I would like the texture to show through the transparent enamels. I also dome it because I would like to prevent warping and I would like to give it a nicer shape. When that was done, I sifted the back with black counter enamel. I fired it off camera and I repeated the process one more time. Here I'm applying clear fuse on the front. This is going to be a torch-fired project from the beginning to the end. Here you can see me firing the clear fuse. If you watch it carefully, you can see that first it's becoming black from the oxides, but after it clears out as the oxides dissolve in the clear fuse. After the base was prepared, I was ready to fold the Cloisonne wires. I'm using pliers and tweezers to fold the wires to achieve the desired shape. This time I'm using copper wires. The wires are flat and they stand on their edges. This time I place the wires directly on the surface and I'm using glue to secure them until the firing. When I fire it, the wires are going to get stuck in the melted base coat and I can apply the colors in between them. I always speed up these footages because this process takes a long time. Please stay with me until the end to see more colorful parts of this process. When I was done with the wires, I fired it off camera with my torch. Guys, I would like to ask you here, if you get value from my videos, please support me on Patreon or buy me a cup of coffee. Links are going to be in the description. Important thing I wanted to mention that if you work with copper, you have to pickle the piece after each firing. You can see that the wires are clean as I started to apply the colors. This dragon called Haku and he is a character from Miyazaki's Spirited Away. Miyazaki is a Japanese animator, filmmaker and manga artist. Haku is a river spirit in the film Spirited Away and his human form is a 15-year-old boy and his other form is a white dragon. My daughter is a big fan of Miyazaki's movies, so I've seen this movie a few times. Let me know if you've seen it too. I'm transferring the enamel in between these cells with a paintbrush and a scraper. These enamels are washed and I apply them with water. Water kinda helps to carry the enamels in the corner of the cells. I'm using opalescent white, teal, a lot of blues and some pinkish raspberry color for this project. I'm going to put the list of colors on my Patreon. I have a lot of videos there, for example, tools to start enameling with, how to wash enamels, how to make a champ leaf setting, and also videos on plicature too. Check it out if you wanna learn more about this beautiful ancient technique. I'm almost done applying the first layer of colors here. Important to mention here that you have to wait until the enamel is completely dry before you fire it. I'm making a torch-fired project today because my kiln is still not working and I also wanted to show you guys that if you don't own a kiln, you can still make Cloisonne enamel. Anyway, I love torch firing too because I love to see how the enamel melts front of my eyes. I started to apply the second layer of enamel here, of course after pickling the piece to clean off the oxides from the wires. I usually apply 3 layers altogether and I have to do this because enamel shrinks during the firings. When I was done, I fired it off camera and I also applied the third layer and fired that off camera too. When I'm done with all of the layers, I have one more thing to do and that's the sanding. We make the enamel smooth and we clean off the excess enamel from the wires. I'm using diamond pads and a lot of water. When it's nice and smooth, we have to fire the piece again to get the shine back because enamel loses its shine during the sanding. I don't fire it too long, just until the surface becomes shiny. I pickle it one last time to remove the oxides from the wires so they look brighter. Here I would like to say thanks to my patrons for the support. This is how this little dragon project turned out. Actually, I really like it. I really love to work with copper also, and I love the copper wire showing through. Let me know what you think. If you watched it this far, please subscribe to my channel, it would mean a lot to me. Also comment, share and like my videos. And also, don't forget to check out my Patreon and consider supporting me there. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!